waits. He jumps over top of him, and he's got a touchdown.
Did not see that coming.
He gets 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 on his feet still, and he's gone for a 90-yard carry.
Put that on your highlight reel.
From 45 yards out.
There's the turnover.
And a great ball. It's complete for a touchdown. Hello and welcome APS IS's coverage of Akron City Series football. It's going to be another good one here, kind of like our Thursday night game or Monday night game. We got Saturday afternoon, and you could not have better weather. It is a beautiful autumn day here at the Buchtel High School field, and another amazing day to have some football played as the Griffins are just about ready to kick it off here. And we'll get all of our lineups and so forth as we get things started here. No Joe, all Dave as the day goes. Going to be picked up and ran back to the left side here. Has an opening, trying to make a play to stop a touchdown, and he gets him just out of bounds in time. Buchtel on the recovery there. North on the kickoff. So a nice big return there to get set up for the offense. That one by Marcel Boyce, the senior, on the big return. So they're going to start almost in the red zone. Buchtel here in the red, North in the white. This is kind of Buchtel's alternate jerseys using this red color outside of the black and white, which is their mainstays. Vontae Jackson is going to be the one back as they look to the sideline. And it looks like we're going to take a timeout right off the get-go here on APS IS because they don't like what they're seeing. But as we were saying, number 17 is going to be your center in the backfield. Akron Public Schools nutritional specialists create more than 32,000 meals every day for their 21,000 students, and they're all free. Research shows that improved nutrition has the potential to positively influence students' academic performance and really all of our performance. That's why it's important that students at the Akron Public Schools have that. Learn more at akronschools.com. It's kind of a Snickers commercial to start right away. If you're hungry, you're just not right. So alongside me in today's broadcast, Peter George is running our camera alongside. No headphones for his commentary. I did petition to have my son come. I think he's coming, maybe another one Joe misses. He said he's going to add sound effects and color, as he says. You're going to hear him react to big plays. But he's starting to get into it, kind of following Dad's footsteps, you could say. Top of your screen, you're going to have Rogers as well as Taylor. Snap goes over his head. He takes the bounce like a basketball, but North is there. They have one. He's still on his feet, and he's going to go down. He's going to lose 10 yards on the bad snap. So he's got negative 10 yards rushing so far. And that was after a timeout to talk things over. Turn my paper around so I can write on it a little easier. Oops. Yeah, like this. See, you got to get back into mid-season form here. 2, 19, 11, and 3 are our wide receivers in the split wide formation. Jackson again. Looking to get a better snap. Now 2nd and 20 off the first problem. Looks, nothing there. Sends him deep, has time, throws it there. The man's there, but just overthrows his target. Pass intended for Todd James. So he's going to sit down 3rd down. 3rd down and 20, 21. 24. And we're kind of split in between there. Now they go more traditional I formation. In the backfield, you're going to have DeMar Gibson. Motion coming to the bottom of your screen. That's Rogers. They're going to hand it to Gibson. Right side has some space. He's got 10, and he's going to get just close to the 20-yard line. Set up maybe 4th and 8 from the 20. But a nice gain to 16. DeMar, just a sophomore. Already showing some glimpses of speed coming out of the backfield, looking to set up on this, going forward on 4th down. Same formation you'll have here. Taylor at the top of your screen with Rogers. And Gibson alongside Jackson. He moves him to the other side. Wants protection over there, has some time on his right. Goes up top, looking for that corner, and he's got a man there for a touchdown. A great strike from 21 yards out. And that goes to Marcel Boyce. So just one big play on the catch, 1 for 2 and a touchdown. So for 21 yards out, they get their first strike. Jackson to Boyce. On 4th and 8, now they set up for the extra point. Gotta move some stuff, some housekeeping stuff over here. I want to be able to hear myself. There it is. It's the same little plug as it always is, Peter. It's always the same plug. Just gotta get it situated. Some confusion, it looks like a little bit. Looks like they are gonna set up for the kick. I don't know what the discussion was. They were in on the line, so some discussion on that. It's going to be Dimitron Duvall, the kicker, the sophomore. It is good. So he gets it in to make it 7-0. Buchtel Griffins over the North Vikings here on Saturday afternoon. Here in October, another great one starting. And you saw him sputter a little bit, that Vikings defense able to get him on that high snap. But 2 big plays, one running, one passing into the corner of the end zone. Gets the score and gets them moving. APS-IS wants to thank Primetime Sporting Goods for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Primetime Sporting Goods is #1 place to shop for high-quality sports goods equipment. Also connecting community and classroom. That's what the Akron Public School has. Hundreds of businesses, organizations, and foundations supporting its students and families each year. Learn more at akronschools.com. Hey, if you like what you're seeing right now, you can see even more of it by checking out all of our social media platforms. You can go to akronschools.com or Akron Public Schools on Facebook or Akron Schools on Twitter and YouTube, where all of these things, as well as many other great programs and highlights of your students, are right there on YouTube and those other social media platforms. Check them out. So now the Vikings will get their first attempt to get back on offense. Duvall looking to kick this one away. Duvall, a lot of underclassmen we're seeing doing a lot of great things here for the Griffins already. Bobbles it a little bit at the 12, picks it up, makes a little stutter step move. He's got to get around the corner. He can't get quite there. He's going to have a 6-yard return to the 18, and they'll start in their own territory. Peter, did you have the other roster, or you want me to use the one I got from downstairs? Might as well use this one? Okay. That's why we're a team. So you got his hand on the camera, I got my hand on the rosters. It's a good fit. Oh, no problem. Savon McKinsey the freshman in at quarterback. And he is going to start under center. Has some motion going to the top of your screen, hands off right side, and there's a problem. That nowhere to go on the carry. All right, on the carry. Sorry, on the stop was Vontae Jackson. On the carry is going to be Elijah Givens, the sophomore. I'm sorry, Gervins. That was an E, Gervins. So he's going to lose 5 on the carry. And he sets back up again. Kind of an end around now. Trying to get some space, get around the corner, and they do, and gains the 5 back. Oh, runs in to the fence post on the outside there. And I think he's stuck underneath. I think he's going to be all right. Just he's expecting a stop, and it was a little slick over there. On the carry, looks like Chris Simmons. Number 6 on the carry, Chris Simmons, the senior. He gets the 5 back.
Hey, Josiah. Tell Josiah to tell Finny though when he's done. Push this timeout.
And they're going to take a timeout to kind of talk things over here one more time. Yeah. I'm just looking, I had on here. All right, we're back as they're getting ready to come out of this timeout. On the end around play that went to Simmons for a 5-yard gain. I'm just not sure what our quarterback number is. Let me double check. That's when you gotta get the bigger eyes in the sky. 3s and 6s can look pretty similar. Sets down 3rd and 7 now. And we got flags starting right away. 8. That's not either of the ones listed as quarterback. There is no 8. Well, that's good. Well, I'll listen for it. My guess is, Peter, we're going to go, if it were me, it'd be Magar, the sophomore. But I'll listen for it. He's 13. Probably just got his jersey. Oh, okay. Oh, so okay, gotcha. So he's listed with a different. McKinsey is who we have at QB. I have him here. It's just he's not wearing his number. Thank you, Peter. I'll hand this back. I'll mark that. Well, I don't have it marked anywhere, but. And we're taking another timeout. All right, well, I can read spots now because back-to-back timeout. Oh, man. Graduation rates are climbing at the Akron Public Schools as they transform high schools by strengthening the connection with learning in the classroom and what students may pursue after graduation for their career, making learning more meaningful each and every day. It starts at the College and Career Academics here of Akron, and you can learn more at akronschools.com. Also, APS IS wants to thank Swenson's Drive-In for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Swenson's Drive-In, home of the Galley Boy, America's best cheeseburger, open all year round. Right now, you could get a Galley Boy. 7-0 our score right now as Buchtel was able to score on the opening drive from 20 yards out. Started with great field position on a beautiful return. Return of 50 yards got them basically into the red zone. And they kind of went back and forth on their first offensive set. The Vikings have not had as good a luck doing that on their first offensive set as they're now 3rd down and 12. As they look to pass, he goes with the jump pass, and it goes a little too high for his intended target. So Williams, his intended target. So that makes 4th down. James Williams, the freshman, his first target, and he was under pressure right away. under pressure to try and get rid of the ball. So he kind of went with the jump to get it over the line. He's not a huge quarterback, Peter. Listed at 5'8", and he looks like he had some trouble trying to see where he wanted to put it. So he jumped up to try to make the play, and they're going to look to kick this one off. This is going to go to Mustada Raza, who got it blocked and gets it picked up at the, not sure what the flag's for. Could be for, it was over farther. I'm not sure what this call is going to be. The ball did not make it to the line of scrimmage. So we'll look for the call here. Roughing the kicker. I believe that's going to be automatic first down. Oh, now it's going to be 15, which is going to bring them pretty close. Should get the first down. 4th down and 1 from where it happened. Yeah. Yeah, automatic first down. So Buchtel gets a 15-yarder and automatic first down on the penalty. First flag we've seen. Well, that's a positive. So it'll take that. 1st and 10, a new set of downs for the Vikings. Bottom of your screen, Taquan Hilton, the freshman, wide receiver. They're not looking that way. They're handing the ball off right side, and they'll lose 2 yards on the carry. He's down there like, hey, who's helping me up? Nowhere to go for Gervin as he loses 2. With the Griffins there sitting on the ground looking for teammates to help him up. 2nd down and 12. Not a lot of success trying to run around the tackles in the defensive line. And we're able to gain 5 yards on trying end arounds, get a little more space. They're going to load things up. Trips left in tight. And now again, he's popping out, trying to go to the other side, trying to go outside. Nope, he's got a blocker out there, and he's going to be close to the first down. Stutter steps, and could have had another flag potentially for a hit afterwards. Going to be just enough for the first down, so a 12-yard run. So on the run, he's able to get it. Marvin Cossey on the run there for 12. So it looks like they're going to be, until they can get some help on the inside there, is they're going to be limited as far as trying to just run straight up field, as now they're going to move them to the other side. And we got flags running, and it looks like, yeah, it's going to be on the offense this time. So that's their first 5-yarder. We'll move back. Sides. Yeah, it looks like they're using kind of a 2-quarterback set because he's back in now. Kinsey is in, starting a true freshman. Moving him again in motion, and he is through the line so fast. It looked like he was ready to take a handoff, that Buchtel player, as he came through Justin Hill on the big tackle. And it'll be a loss of 3. So Gervin right now with negative 10 yards rushing, and his biggest friend has been the guys with the stripes, as went above and beyond on the tackling for a personal foul penalty. So what was going to be a longer situation got a little shorter. with the penalty. Their second of that kind, 30 yards, just penalties so far. But the pickup sumo spike is not the intention of tackle football. So the penalty, a big one, sets up now 1st down and 3 as we replay that down. Moving him on the outside for this pitch. He gets it, trying to get around the corner, has the spin move, and loses a yard. Does Simmons on this carry. And we've seen that play 3 times already in 2 offensive sets so far, so we're going to have to continue with our creativity because the Griffins are starting to see when he's in motion that it's coming across. 2nd down and 5. Just under 7 minutes left here in the 1st quarter. Had me thinking, Peter, is there some sort of structure up here to protect us from the sun? I wasn't sure. He's going to be close to the 1st down. I can't see. They did drop the marker. It looks about a yard short. So he gains 3 on that one. He's got 8 yards rushing so far, does Simmons, on these pitch plays. Kissery in. Now they're going to stay tight on the left side. Defensively, or on the right side. They hand the ball off left. Can he get around the corner for this 1st down? He cuts back in. Where's the spot going to be? Spot's going to be a yard short.
Gervin's on the carry.
Gervin gains a yard on this one. His first positive carry in 4 tries. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. Punting game did not do well last time. We'll see if they'll go back to that. It looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. I don't see him out there. Yeah, that's going to be McKinsery. McKinsery's got an offensive line taller than he is. So he's got to find some angles here. They're going to move them around again. He's going to sneak it. Ooh, they got a good spot. But they came back on it, and that'll be a turnover on downs as they're not able to get across. And McKinsery now seemed hurt. He's down. And he is. We'll take a break here on APSIS. We'll come back to the action as the Buchtel Griffins get the stop on 4th down. All right, we're back, everybody, as Buchtel makes the big stop on 4th and 1 and takes over here at the midway point of the field. And a bit of a deflating play for the Vikings. Now they have to reinflate this defense. Get them ready as motion comes to the top of your screen. Rogers fakes it. They run right up the center, and he'll gain 6 on the carry. New in at running back. Let me get his name. That's going to be Monte Blair. He gets 6. Blair, the junior. That's the thing about the Buchtel Griffins is they'll have probably 5 good running backs. And you can at times kind of play just the hot hand. Always a great stable behind them. Jackson surveys. He's got 4 wide. Bobbles the snap, runs to the right, on it, and a great play by the Vikings for the sack in the back. Simmons on the tackle as he loses 1 on that carry. And I think he was supposed to be running a pitch, but with the bobble right away, the timing of that play was done. 3rd down and 5 now. 4:30 here in the 1st. So 4 wide on 3rd and middle, and he's going to keep it himself. We got flags down everywhere, and we're going to have more flags thrown after that. As they're talking and sending them back to their sides of the line. So the result of the play would be 4th down and 6, as he gained nothing on the play. But we're going to have additional transactions after this. Probably, I think, 2 offsetting personal fouls. Personal foul on Buchtel. And I think we're going to get a personal foul on North for retaliating. Oh, we're going to have holding. Looks like that'd be multiple ones. A lot of talking by these officials without relaying up here what it is. We got 2 more calls. Holding on Buchtel as well. Oh boy, that is no good. So holding, we're moving back 10. Okay, so it looks like we have the holding foul and the personal foul, and the result is 1st down. So holding on Buchtel, which was the original flag thrown, and then the retaliation by North gets them 15 and will set up 1st down. So not offsetting penalties on the personal foul. Just like at home, folks, retaliation is always caught. My kids would say the same thing. I don't always see your sister, son, but I do see you pushing her now. So that's why you're in trouble. Quick snap and pitch to him on the counter, goes right side and out of bounds. As Boyce on his first rush, and he gets 9. They've got 4 rushers so far, do the Griffins, with their quarterback. So 2 running backs and a wide receiver have touched the pigskin so far on the rushing end. 2nd down and 2. As now we bring another person to the backfield that I don't have their name, Justin Hill. So Hill on the back will take it on the right side. He's got a great stride, gets the 1st down for sure. So he gains 12, does Hill. I like him back there. Holding is going to negate all that anyway. Well, let me cross that out, Peter. No, it's going to be, why is it after the play? That is odd. Oh, they're going to give him the 12, and holding comes after that. It should be a 1st down. If you're looking up here, definitely looks like a 1st down, but maybe 3rd down and 1. 2nd down, no, 2nd down and 1 is what the board says. Very short. Hand again to Hill. And he gets away. He's still on his feet. He's still going. And he gains 10 anyway. So his 2nd carry. I don't know how I thought holding brought him back, but I guess not. Maybe it was after the play or farther down. It can be farther down, and then it goes from that spot, which is what it looks like. So we gave him that. 1st down and 10 from the 20. They've been here before on their first drive. So if I were the Vikings, I would be looking for a fade route here pretty soon. James there at the bottom of your screen could be a big target. He's already had 1 target so far. He wasn't able to haul in. But he's got a short DB on him. And they look for him on the right side. He takes the inside seam. And a touchdown from 20 yards out. second touchdown, same spot. As he goes inside instead of going to that outside corner, it goes Jackson to James for the TD. So it's a nice two for three, 41 yards and 2 touchdowns. And on the sneak, he pitches it over for the 2-point conversion. So that one goes from William Ambler. I have to add him in here as a thrower, a 2-yard strike for the 2-point conversion. And it goes to McCryan Miller. Hey, a 2-yard strike, that's points in fantasy all day. So that is going to make it 15. No. Yeah, it should be 15-0. Not sure what we're at 7 plus 8. We should be 15. We gotta talk about it. Scoreboard says 13. The first one was listed as good with the kick. I'm not sure why the coach is out there. It's a personal foul? Illegal touch? Illegal touch. Illegal touch. Yeah, 54 was our target, and I think he's an ineligible receiver. Thomas Cherry, that's who it was, sorry. The other coach for North is the one that knew about it. Oops. This is Hill. Hill is 22, 54. It's Cherry, not Miller. He's like, man, can I just catch one? Yeah, I don't think you can come out from the line and catch it. From where he was. Now they're gonna kick this extra point. And that one is good. Makes it 14. 14-15, we're all gleaned that they got the touchdown. 6 points is the main deciding factor in most of these ball games anyway. So that'll make it 14-0 here against North, but good heads up by the North Vikings coach. Come on the field and say, hey, he's an eligible receiver. He can't catch it from there. I think it has something to do with, I think it has to go to the punter. It can't go to the, has to be a direct snap. It can't be the holder. Something like that. That's why you need Joe here. Joe would have that extra little tidbit that I'm missing. Hey, fine arts are alive and well here in the Akron Public Schools. There are 3 facilities, the Miller South School, the Firestone Community Center, and the Akron School of Arts all offer award-winning programs that include a commitment to the sequential art courses designed to advance skill and specific art focus. Learn more at akronschools.com. Bringing this one back in his own artful form. He gets back to the 18, and a lot of extracurricular before we got any whistles in there. Forward motion stops, and he's going to get it to the 16 where they mark it. But again, had to turn and go get it as he missed that original kick to him. So second possession here for the North Vikings. The first one, outside of penalties, tended to stall a little bit. Had some success with getting those pitches on the outside, but being able to run in between the tackles along that offensive line. They have been overmatched against the Griffins here so far. 2:18 here in the first quarter. Find themselves down 2 touchdowns. Oh, what is that, Peter? That's what, hot dog? That's a hot dog smell. Man, right above it. That's one of those, you just know what it is. Single back formation and pitch around, and they pitch to him. Simmons breaks one tackle, but they have seen this a couple times before, and he goes backwards. Loses 10. They're going to give him a nice spot to go from the 16 to the 9. Minus 7 yards for Simmons this time. I would like to see them fake that pitch and then turn and pass or hand off to somebody else, because they're selling out on the pitch. They've seen it 4 times now. My son's flag football team, they have one where they hand off and he's running one way, and then it's a second handoff going the opposite direction. And you run that play like twice, and then he does the fake handoff and he keeps running, trying to get him to sell out on, oh, he's going to hand off again. Go, 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 go. And they all go to the other side of the field, and he's like, boop, I still have it. So he has a little stutter step, comes inside, tries to turn. I'm not sure who our ball carrier is down there. It was a sea of players. Yeah, so I think it was Kuzi on the carry. It's -1 on that. Is it Kuzi? I can't even read my own bad handwriting now. Number 9. Causey. That's an E over there. Causey. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Like the little tight end, a little close. Can make a play here. You're going to need a good amount of time. Doesn't have it, and he's getting hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's trying to stay out of the end zone, and he does. The Griffins are going to have the sack here on 4th down. We got a flag down, though, as well. On the sack, number 23 and number 54. It was a group effort. Face mask. So 15 yards is not going to get us close. Be 3rd down and almost 12. I think when they marked this off. So another 15-yard penalty on this face mask. So they've got 4 penalties so far. And they got 55 yards just in penalties. So now 3rd down and 12. Maybe 10. I'm going to say 10. 3rd down and 10. And we're going to take a timeout here? I think we are. Oh, end of the 1st quarter. I thought they were going to run a play before the end. End of the 1st quarter here, 14-0. Your score with the Buchtel Griffins all over this one, 14-0, and 2 great offensive sets. Take a break here, and we'll be back with the 2nd quarter action here on APSIS. All right, here, 2nd quarter begins. We flip sides, and a nice day. You can see those big clouds behind the players, and you're getting this intermittent sunshine. Luckily, the sun is really to the side of the field. So outside of hitting our receiver maybe here on this scoreboard side, that one's not going anywhere. Outside of the press box side, the sun's kind of off to the side, so it's not really affecting too much, but it is getting lighter and darker when the sun peeks behind one of the clouds. Griffins loses 2. We're going to lose 1. Where the spot is 4th down and 12. Fourth down and 12, and it looks like they're going to kick this one away. almost gets some pressure, but has a great kick away for the amount of pressure he had. And his team's there to let it roll, and he'll get it a nice kick there of a 40-yarder to the 48-yard line. And the Griffins will take over for their third offensive set here to start the second quarter. Peter's fighting off a B next to me. The last couple of the summer, they don't want to go to hibernation time. I'm going to come bother Peter up here while he's trying to. I was doing a video for work, Peter, and it's about this recycling video. I'm talking about it, where we're around a lot of the recycling dumpsters, and a bee like goes right on the camera lens. Oh, it's like, that was a good take, man. Yeah. Pitch to the left side, cuts inside. Great move. He's going to have almost a first down and a horse collar tackle to bring him down, so we'll add more on to that as well. On the run there for 9 was Hill. And they're going to add more to it. He's got the most carries so far with 3. And we'll add 15 to it. They're second so far. They've got 35 yards of penalties. Oh, snap went off to the left, able to snatch it right out of there and make something out of nothing. Gets 3 yards on that carry, does Jackson. Second and 6, they give him 4. That was kind of a basketball shovel pass next to him. He had to reach out and kind of snatch it from going by him, which was the first player scrimmage we had to start the game. Lost 10 yards on that one, went right over his head. Snaps right at his chest this time, hands off to Hill, left side, has great blocking and a seam, and no signal. He's gonna say he was at the 1. So just short. Oh, a little angry on that one. 21-yard run for Hill. No official specifically down there to give the signal. The sideline one said he was out. Went on the outside of the pylon. So gives them a chance to, I guess, run another play. But that one had great blocking downfield. I thought it was going to be a walk-in touchdown. But good job by the Vikings to push him out. Pushed him out, looking at coming right up the gut here. He drops the snap and carries it in.
Tyson Berger on the keeper. Touchdown, Griffins.
Number 17 on the rush. And he gets a touchdown from 1 yard out. Here with 9:34 in the second. I did not have the name that I heard on there though. Vontae Jackson. He gets the touchdown. QB keeper gets it to go in. Point goes in roughing the kicker north, so could take it and make another play. I think that's what he's asking. You can accept this play, or you can take the point. I think they're going to decline it.
The University of Akron is now accepting applications for the 20.
That's not something you add on to the kickoff. But no communication here. We'll say it's 21-0. Maybe he's coming back out to talk to him. You're up 21-0. Just take 21-0. I think is that would be my discussion. I'm up 21-0. I'll just take that. And you're not going to add it to the kickoff. So that's what we'll go with, Peter. Not a lot of instruction from our on-field team. That would be my guess. 21-0 your score as Buchtel. They have speed and speed and speed. That's what they've always been known for. And it continues here. Culinary arts, pet management, cosmetology, masonry, and are just among some of the many and diverse and exciting programs offered every day at Akron Public Schools. Visit Akron Public Schools online at akronschools.com. 21-0, and the breeze is coming. I'm gonna have to get my jacket. My thin blood of the summer. They do add it to the kickoff. I didn't think you could add it to the kickoff. I thought you'd either add it to the play or. Oh, we're going to add it here. All right, I'll add that on. Roughing the kicker penalty moves it up 10. And out of the back of the end zone to make it really worth nothing by just letting it kick out the back of the end zone. I would like to get nothing out of this penalty.
And I did.
And we did that by kicking it out of the back of the end zone. 9:30 here in the second, 21-0. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Beer. When I drove in here, you got homecoming tonight.
Yep.
So I was never a fan of football game during the day, homecoming at night. Because I got a primp. I got to get looking good. Getting bruised and muddy at 12 o'clock was not on my schedule.
No. Very strange.
I got to get myself clean. I got to get my car clean. I got to shine the wheels.
I agree.
And then I had to eat. You got to have a pre-meal before you go on the fancy meal because you can't scarf stuff on the fancy meal. Nice trap inside goes. That might be their biggest gain so far, 10 yards. No doubt he's their speedster. Simmons, again on that one for a gain of 10. 10 yards rushing so far for him. He had that one big where he lost 7. But I like that. You see, they're using him in other avenues, trying to run him up the gut instead of just on the end-around plays. And they're keeping things in a little tighter on this formation, except for that left side's a little open for me. Now he's trying to, he lost the ball while he was running. And Causey is going to go backwards because he had to go chase down the ball. And he lost 10 on that. That's a problem. He was running left. I always think that's an odd thing. I think that's an advantage, Peter. Like if you know that one of your players is left-handed, you should run them to the left side. If you know a player's right-handed, you run him to the right side. He was right-handed, running to the left side, and that's how it got poked out. You got the defender coming after it. That's why I like my son's left-handed. I was like, Adam, listen, he doesn't want to run this way and catch the ball. Run him this way so he can catch it. You know, third graders aren't scouting like these guys.
No.
Third grade is very little scouting. Simmons going right side. Right-handed right side, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's gaining 1. We'll give him 1. They had a good year. They lost in the Super Bowl. I think he's getting up. Lost in the Super Bowl. Had a chance. They were up 2. And in flag football, you can go for 3. They got the 3, so they put them up 1, so we had to score a touchdown because there's no kicking. We get to half field off 1 big play, and then it was 4 long bombs that didn't go anywhere. Well, 2 long bombs. Well, 3 long bombs and then a short one that didn't make it, pretty much. That was rough. But it is what it is. Call some short plays when you got some time.
Yeah.
That's what the defensive coordinator, Dave Schick, said. Call some short plays, man. Simmons again. So I get 2 there. That is a hard number to read. That looks like 8. Maybe it's not Simmons. Oh, it's got to be Simmons. They don't have an 8. All right, 4th down and a whole lot. That's no good. 4th down and 18.
No good.
So we're going to kick this one away. Now, this guy, the first kick was bad. It was a rough one. But he got roughing the kicker to save him. Second one, a lot of pressure still, but a good kick. Takes a quick snap, bounces it. Wow, still a good kick. I thought he was going to run with it. Gives him 6. Hey, that's a good kick, Peter. That was a low snap. Offensive line didn't even look ready. Low snap, catches it. I thought he was going to take off running left side. And then just drop kicks it. So they're going to give Buchtel the ball here at the 35. Which we've seen them make quick work. They like it in this range here. They've had some big plays so far. They're not even on the field yet. Saying, let's go. Bring them out. This has the makings of a delay a game already, Peter.
Right.
we got the ball. Send the offense out.
You can like.
I'd rather be standing there waiting. Yeah, so you're already run out of time. You spent all your time. He's like, go. Call your play already. Amber's in. Ambler. He ran it last time. Using a lot of time. It's the pass. He's got 18. Ambler, two plays. One was the extra point. That was our extra point toss. I don't know who he passed it to. Let me look that up. Clock's running now. Number 9 is Jamar Finney. Finney, number 9, 18 yards. So have we seen the last of Jackson? Two out of 3, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ambler back in. He's going to let him toss it for a little bit. Hands off, breaks the tackle. Uh-oh, he got 2 tackles. Couldn't get away from both of them. He didn't like that result at all. Blair, -6. So now, instead of positive yards, he's back at 0. Ambler comes back over. William Ambler listed here as the running back DB, but a senior. You know what? Probably as a senior, even as a running back, you could run the offense. He's like, I got this, guys. And there's a lot of accessories there. So he's got to look good for prom. That guy definitely looking good for prom, guaranteed. Flag already thrown. Hands the ball off again. Blair trying to make something out of it. He's pointing at people. He wants in the end zone. And he does get in the end zone, but flags are down all over the place. Would be a 28-yard strike. So great running by Blair, but I think we have holding in the backfield. That'd be my guess. All right, Mr. Molasses is going to give us a signal here pretty soon. He's talking to the captain. There's 2 flags. Probably want to take the holding call in the backfield. Because that, whatever is the most amount of yards. Illegal shift. That's being declined. Holding farther back over here. Illegal shift is going to be declined. Holding's going to move him back 10 yards. Hey, great play by, Blair. Great play. Did a great job coming left, breaking back to the middle, pointing out where you needed some blockers to get in for a touchdown. That's still on film, baby. The illegal shift wasn't going to change that. They got to use Taylor, though. He's like 6'6" on the bottom of your screen. He never gets the ball. There's going to be a second flag. So he's going to gain about 10. So Blair gets 10. And there's going to be a penalty for a face mask. No, it's going that way. Ooh, doggy. We're starting to get to the penalty game, Peter. 3 big ones on North of 15 yards. 3 big ones on Buchtel, 15 yards. And that should be close to a first down. I don't think it's a first down, though. Yeah, just short. Second down and 4? Second and 4. We get kind of used to that turf where you can just see that clear line. So motion coming to the bottom of your screen. Ambler looking. He's running. Left side. Good back step. He's going to gain 2. Let me put him in the rushing category, too. I had to find him just on the extra point play. Yeah, I want to say there's a rule that the holder can't throw or something. I don't know. I thought it was the line, like the line can't throw on that setup. You have to have someone off the line, and that guy could catch. It's one of those 2 things, Peter. Yeah, that's a Joseph question. That's where I need his experience. He's a Hall of Famer. That's why we need him. He's not here. He's going to a family tournament, and that's a good thing, too. Ambler, I formation, still back there. He's going to toss this one. Left side. Has to get to the side corner. We're a little slow on the signals. Touchdown should be in, and then hitting him after he gets in the end zone, I think, is going to be the penalty. Because once he's in the end zone, you don't really need to tackle him. Should be a touchdown. A touchback? Oh, he fumbled. I did not see that. But he would have already crossed the line. Oh, you're right, Peter. So he fumbled. It looked like he was in already. All you got to do is break the play. This is what I don't understand. Is this official? He's not standing at the goal line. This is twice. He's missed 2 goal line. Like, he's supposed to be running so they can see whether he breaks the plane of the goal line, which I think he did.
What a break.
And then they get a fumble in the end zone and get a touchback. Now, you're still up 21-0, so you're not getting a lot of pity parties over here, but that's a touchdown there. Nice little counter play on the trap, left side. Gets 15. Big play. What an odd sequence of events, as it is always the case on APS-IS. It's always an odd sequence of events. And unsportsmanlike conduct on that, pretty much that play right there, on number 21. All right, that's a 15-yarder. Guess what? It's another first down, everybody. That's one, and that's. I worked on the other dad that I coached with. I was like, listen, because he gets fired. He's like, that's a bad call. I'm like, listen, I don't say it's a bad call, because then you know what? Who else is going to say it's a bad call? All 10 of our players. So the kids came up and were like, he was flag guarding. He was flag. Oh, okay, great. We need to make another play. Can you make another play? Well, yeah, I can make another play, but he was flag guarding. And they're like, well, we should make a play like that. No, you need to make just a regular play. The official's going to figure it out, and he's going to get it right. And guess what? Next play.
Figured it out, didn't
Well, next play, my son pulled the flag, but he knocked the kid down. And they're like, that's another penalty. And then one guy threw the flag, and my son got up, and he had the flag in his hand. And he's like, oh, he waved it off. Like, he waved it off. He tackled him. Like, well, he tackled him because he had the flag in his hand. Like, he got what he was supposed to get, which is the flag. And then, yeah, they both kind of, in the process, knocked into one another. All right, 2nd and 10.
I think it's targeting or something.
If it's targeting, he's got to be off, right? What is this?
Pointed to his hat. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. All right, well, 5's out. That's another 15 yards.
Yeah.
So he is out for the game. Targeting gets you ejected. So that'll be it for him. Sets up another first down. They get in the other side territory, and Simmons has got nowhere to go. That's a 0-yard gain. I can write that in while I look up. All right, so that is Tyreek Wood, the outside linebacker at 6'1", senior, hit with targeting. So he is gonna be watching from the sideline like us. That, I would say, especially in high school, even college, depending on, it's a hard one to not get hit with targeting, because there is not as much preparation as you think it is, as you think that there should be, and it's just so easy to just make a mistake, you know, and there's not the repetition as a full-time employee that's playing football. That one is going deep. He goes up for it, but can't reel it in, a little short. But he also played well, keeping it out of the hands of the Griffins. Pass intended for number 2, but he keeps it out of Tyson Pewter's hands. So that's good, and pass was intended for Darian Jenkins, his first target. Only a second passing attempt. But it looked good. He had space came out, rolled out to the right, had time, but still needed about another 5 yards on it. A little more height and strength to go that deep, but makes a good play to keep it away from an interception as well. And that's part of being a good wide receiver, is making catches, but when it's not going to happen, you stop it from being intercepted. They're going to try it again, and that has been sniffed out all day. Almost the exact same play, but this time the Griffins all over it. A loss of 3. So McKinstry, no good there. Timeout Buchtel. Let me just fields of science, technology, engineering, math, and learning at Akron schools is woven throughout the curriculum. Our STEM schools are among the best in Ohio. Learn more by going to akronschools.com. APSIS also wants to thank Alco for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Alco Solutions for a cleaner environment as the best janitorial equipment supplier in Akron. So with 1:24 left here in the second quarter, find themselves up 21-0 to the Buchtel Griffins. And speed has been the main factor. This has been their best drive so far, but it has stalled, and really a great opportunity on that incomplete pass to make it even bigger impact here off 2 personal foul penalties. So it looks like he gets sent off. Maybe it's just 15 yards because he's back out there, number 5. I don't think targeting here gets I think it's still a personal foul. But it's still a hard one to get to. So he's back out there. Looks like they sat him out. It's usually a good call. if you're getting it, it's usually because you're not separating the emotion needed to play an emotional game. So now he's kicking from midfield. A little nicer. Needs a good snap here. Does get it. He runs right off the fake. That was a design fake to only get 2 yards. I like it, a little gamble there, but it's still 4th down. They'll take over on the 45. So he gets 2. Looks like Polu Nain Soy. Nay Soy. Nay Soy. So. Maybe Nay So. We'll go with that. Number 11. Griffins take over 45-yard line in their own territory. Only thing you could kind of look at here is that the penalties are creeping up a lot. They're creeping up too much. Looking to throw as Jackson comes back in. And he finally goes to my favorite target, number 11, big stiff arm. And James picks up 22. James with a touchdown already, his third target. He's got a touchdown, 42 yards catching. But he is a big, fast target, and that's, I think, what every quarterback likes. I don't know any quarterbacks that don't like. Oh, okay, I can have a big, fast. He's listed at 6'3", 215 pounds as a sophomore. I think we're going to know that name for the next couple of years here, Peter, for sure. Looking to roll left. Jackson has time and passes it to Finney again. Pass of 12 yards. So 4 out of 5 for 85 yards. Jackson, that's a pretty good day. And we're not even at halftime yet. Definitely has time back there as we've seen these last 2 plays. Little tighter formation in here. My guy up top, James, top of your screen. Oh man, he lost his shoe. He's running after him so hard. Simmons, their leading rusher, also lost his shoe chasing down the quarterback on the other team. So, got to tie your shoes. PSA, guys, public service announcement. When playing an athletic event, always tie your shoes tight.
Or not, when you're not playing.
Always tie your shoes tight, because an athletic event involves athletic activity where you might have to cut, stop, or change direction in a quick manner. And your shoe is the only thing keeping you attached to the ground. Well, that and gravity. But you can't change gravity, so let's tie your shoe nice and tight. This concludes your PSA announcement. Jackson looks. He's looking at who tied their shoe. That's what he's looking for. Big hit. And he misses it. It's going to be an incomplete pass. But nice job by Simmons coming through and making a play. And he was looking deeper. That was part of the issue. Looking even deeper than normal, trying to just hit this one in the end zone. Rolls to his left, and Simmons comes from the weak side and gets the incomplete. No sack. So it still stays 3rd down and 10. I feel like this is their 4th possession at the 20-yard line.
I know.
And there's no the other one should have been a touchdown too, but they got it at the 1. But it's pretty much 20-yard line touchdown. That's usually what happens. So bottom of your screen is going to be James and Broyce at the bottom of your screen. That's where he's looking. No, he's looking at the top. He's got a man there. Gets his feet in the end zone. And Taylor gets his first touchdown from 20 yards out, Peter. 20 yards. So 22 seconds left here in the second quarter. A 20-yard touchdown pass. Jackson to Taylor. And that one, he had plenty of time for sure. 3 touchdowns and just over 100 yards now. Passing 5 for 7. Here's the thing, I mean, and that one is good to make it 28-0 your score. You're going into presumably halftime here in 20 seconds, but if you're Jackson, you gotta like this. I got Todd James, number 11, at 6'3", or I can go to number 13, Marquez Turner, at 6'4", and then Justin Hill has played very well. He's at 5'10". He's in the backfield, so I could always maybe fake to him for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. Marcel Broyce, the other wide receivers, is lining up at number 3. He's 6 feet tall. And then my guy, Dakota Taylor, 6'3", 215 pounds. I mean, you can throw a jump ball at any of those guys. You can go all over the place. Like, that's why I feel like when they're at the 20-yard line, like that's most teams in the 10, they're trying to think of fade routes in the end. They're like, no, 20-yard line, we can do a fade route. All these guys are over 6 feet tall and can jump out of the gym. Those are good things to have as quarterback. That's when people start thinking they can play quarterback too. I couldn't, but. Ball goes past him into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So a touchback. We'll have 19 seconds before the half is over. And we haven't seen a long driving play here from the Vikings yet. The other one was close, but there's always could be a first time for anything here, Peter. I don't know why I'm putting this away. It's like we have a whole second half here. Why am I putting my goggles away? I don't know. Talking about what they're going to play here. We need an 80-yard play, guys. Not a lot in the playbook that we have set up for that. They're missing, and they're missing an offensive guard. Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, man. Oh, your left tackle. You definitely want your left tackle. Pitching to the right, Simmons. Back to the line of scrimmage, roughly. Ran out of bounds, so no, they called it inbounds. So the clock's going to continue to run. That's going to be it, pretty much. So that is going to be halftime here. So they get 14 in the first, 14 in the second, and we go into halftime. 28-0 your score. The Buchtel Griffins leading the North Vikings right here on APS IS. We'll be back after halftime with the second half action. Enjoy it. Stick and stay right here, APS IS. All right, we're about ready to start the second half worth of action here with the Buchtel Griffins and the North Vikings. Here at Buchtel High School, looking at a recap of the first half, a 21-yard touchdown strike from Jackson to Baylor to make it 7-0 in the first quarter. And then another 20-yard touchdown strike from Jackson to James with 2:33 in the first quarter to make it 14-0. They did go for 2, but that was nullified after the penalty just took the kick. After that, a 1-yard run by the QB keeper by Jackson with 9:34 in the second quarter, and a 20-yard pass from Jackson to Taylor with 22 seconds left in the second quarter. This one's bobbled and is going to be returned back to the 16-yard line. 2 flags are thrown. First half stats here looking. We have Jackson he was 5 for 7 for 95 yards and 3 touchdowns. Their leading rusher was Hill with 49 yards rushing on 4 attempts. Leading receiver was James with 42 yards and a touchdown. On the other end, a little more dismal as they have no points so far. They have no passing at all so far that they've been able to get, and they have 29 yards rushing by Simmons, their leading rusher. Team-wise is going to have a similar suit of stats. Buchtel has 101 yards rushing and 95 yards passing, where North has 35 yards rushing and 0 yards completed so far on the passing end. Looks like we had a penalty against the North Vikings on the return, a 5-yarder that moves them back even more. They had 7 penalties for 95 yards in the first half. Looking to clean up here more in the second. They hand off on the trap for no gain. That one went to Blair, I believe. Gibbons on the carry. He's going to get nothing on his second carry so far. Motion to the bottom of your screen, 2nd down and 10, trying to get this pitch play again to Simmons, and it has been sniffed out back to the line of scrimmage as he doesn't gain anything on that. So 3rd down and 10 as 2 plays have resulted in nothing so far. McKinzer, as we mentioned, no passing yards so far. He has 2 incompletes. One intention was to Williams, the other to Jenkins. Jenkins was going to be a long bomb, and he was there, just shorted a little bit. Has an opportunity maybe to throw. No, he's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain 4 on the carry. And brings him back up to 0 rushing yards as he took the sack earlier. 4th down and 5.
That brings up 4th down for the Vikings.
Our sunshine has gone away, and the cloud cover is now here. And fall is reminding us that there's no stopping it from coming. So it was nice and warm as this game started in the sun. Now the cloud cover getting a little thicker and the wind picking up as you can see the flag behind them coming across this field. 4th down and 5. They're going to try to kick it away. They've had 1 blocked, 2 bad, which is going to make it this one, but he still kicks it away. This one better than the last one that went 6 yards. Gets a nice bounce. And I'll tell you right now, special teams player of the game might be him right there. He's had 2 bad ones that have come into his either low or to the side, caught him and still was able to kick him away at least. And the one good one he had, he did get a decent kick, and one no protection was blocked. But it has been a struggle for him just to try and kick him. But making the most of what he could. Buchtel takes over at the 42-yard line. They're leading this one 28-0. Nice balanced attack so far as Jackson went more into the passing game to end that second quarter. Run game was heavy in the first quarter, but they've been able to have some success running. And as we've mentioned earlier, a huge, over 6 feet tall, pretty much the entire wide receiving core. So that's a helpful one. Ambler moves in motion. He's going to keep it on the keeper. Ambler's going to be his lead blocker as he catches up to him here, trying to get around the corner. He's got the corner. He's got 10-5, touchdown. 6 points up on the board as he nails this one from 44 yards out. As Jackson adds a 44-yard rushing TD. to his array of scoring, 3 passing touchdowns that he's been able to have so far this game. Now he adds his second rushing. The other one was from a 1-yarder. That was kind of made the most sense. But first play of the third quarter here. And they got it. Setting up for the extra point here. And we have whistles. And offside for North.
Against the Vikings. Beats the ball. The lineup again to attempt the extra point for the Griffins.
A good weapon they've had so far with Jackson being able to just have his way when he's got the ball in his hands. That ball is up and it is good. And that'll make it 35-0 here starting the third quarter out. I gotta put my stuff down, Peter. It's gonna start blowing away. So Vontae Jackson has taken over. And he has looked very well. Jackson. Is it Jackson? Yeah, it's gotta be Jackson. Jackson, the junior, listed at 5'11". Great wheels as he had the other person that's been playing quarterback at times, Ambler, in front of him in motion. He had a couple passes there in the second quarter as well. He was in front of him, the senior, lead blocker. And as a lead blocker, it's always fun when there's nobody to block. Like, I'm just going to keep running with you. Very good touchdown here. Starting to get a little chilly. Throw my shirt over. There's that sun coming back out. Peter, readjust. And he's going to hide behind this cloud again. The kick is straight line down the field, picked up at the 6. And breaks one tackle, but he didn't leave him. He stayed with him and took him down. On the stop is going to be Deontay Fortson. So Fortson on the tackle there. And special teams, they start over on the 10-yard line, 1st and 10. And clock is going to continue to run now as we're at the 35-point threshold. Setting up now, 7:34 here in the third quarter. McKinsery. Uh-oh, he doesn't have the football. That's bad, and the defense comes up with it. Mishandled the handoff there, and ooh, there it goes, up in the hands and into the end zone for the Griffins as they get a defensive touchdown here right after their offensive set. And that one went to Sherrod Tomlin. Picks up the fumble from the 10-yard line and runs it in for another touchdown. Makes it 41-0, and as we just talked about the extra point, we're set up again. .707 here in the third. So about a minute's worth of time between the kickoff and another touchdown and another extra point. Makes it 42-0 here. So they've got it by passing, they've got it by running, and now they've got a defensive touchdown as well, as the Griffins clicking on all cylinders here on this Saturday afternoon game here on APSIS. Akron Public Schools offers the best and most affordable early learning and pre-kindergarten education in the area. Go to akronschools.com to learn more about that program. Also, APSIS wants to thank the Akron Felt and Chanel for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Akron Felt and Chanel is specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and photo printing. Check them out. Kicks it to the left side, gets some speed now. And that was like an armbar tackle. Down he goes. Good return, though. Gets him to the 25-yard line. Well, you can't go any worse on an offensive set as you give it up and it bounces and goes into the end zone in the hands of the defensive player. So the North offense coming back out. Kinsey still in there at quarterback. My binoculars were way out of focus. I can see a lot better now. Hands it off to 23, left side. Takes some contact and keeps going. And he got about 5 on that carry. And you can just see, I mean, Peter, we've seen Buchtel constantly churn out just high-level speed athletes on their football team over and over and over again. It's pretty customary throughout most of their events that they have athleticism. You know, you have to try to beat them and get them to make mistakes, and they've made them here, but North has made the same, and they just don't have a counter talent-wise as a big tackle in the backfield. As 27 takes him down. So that'll negate up 5, down 5, pretty much. Lost about 3 on it. Was Gervins. 4:26 left here in the third. The chip block that the guard gave did not work because that guy came straight on through. I think he was trying to chip block and then move downfield to help, but the speed coming through the line chased him down for the sack, a loss of 8. Fourth down. Looking to kick this one away. Good snap, kick. Gets it to the 40, returned. Tries to wrap him, loses him. He gets away, loses the jersey, still on his feet. And finally hit out of bounds by Griffins at the 25, a return of 15. And Buchtel will take over. 2 minutes and 45 here in the third as we are in running clock situation. What do you know, Peter? We're right about the 20-yard line. If you look at all my scoring notes, it happens about the 20-yard line. They've had good field position all day. Griffins getting ready for homecoming tonight, as we had homecoming court during halftime here. Congratulations to the king and queen. And certainly I hope they all have a great time. A lot of schools, it might be on this field tonight. You never know. Might be. They had it a couple weeks ago. Some of the schools near us, they had it on the football field. It was kind of cool. A little shovel pass, but he dropped it, picked it back up. It's good to be 6'3" and huge. Hey, you know what's helpful, Peter? Being bigger than the rest of the people.
Yeah.
You drop it, pick it up, just start running. Flags thrown in a couple places. I don't know what we. Okay. What is it? I forget what that is.
Too many men?
Could be.
Football's got enough now. I don't think we need more. Legal substitution, maybe?
Nah, I think you're right. Well, it's penalty, we're moving back. 10-yarder. 15-yarder. Okay. Good news, Peter, I hadn't turned over my stat sheet yet, so I didn't write either one of them down because first and 25. Jackson has it, fakes the handoff to Ambler, runs right side. Tries to hurdle him, but a great open field tackle and takes him down. Not able to get away from him. He'll gain 5 on the carry. But Hilton with a great open field tackle. So second down and 22. Ineligible, loss of down. Runs to the right, is it a gain? Jackson. Jackson gets 10. Well, I don't think that one's right. I'll say that. Face mask. Illegal substitution. That's 2. Improper equipment. It can't be that one. He had 2 hands on this. No mouthpiece. It wouldn't be those. It's not. Those aren't big enough penalties. Maybe it's 2 illegal substitutions. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? It's 15 yards. Web-based learning and APS Online helps students who prefer to learn in a non-traditional school setting, or if there's just a national pandemic, to learn online. Akron Schools and APS Online. Found out more about your choices at akronschools.com. So funny how so many of those things that were different are now the norm. Well, you can't work from home, Peter, because nobody will do anything. Oh no, actually people can do a lot. Maybe we'll have them work from home. Kids can't be from school all the time, be at home all the time. They won't do anything. Well, I guess they can do some stuff. All right, Buchtel takes over here in the 4th. Looking to run right side as Jackson gets some help, breaks the tackle, steps out of bounds, and he'll gain 5 consecutive carries for Jackson. And whether he stepped out or not, the clock is going to continue to run the whole time. Run, 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 run. Fourth down and 10. Hey, maybe throw it to Megatron up there, number 19. Three wide. Jackson will have one in the backfield with him and with Gibson. And he needs 10 yards on this play alone. Looking left, right over the center. Had a man there, but threw a little early. And that'll be a turnover on downs. North will take over. Ba, ba, ba. And he had him open on the seam. He just threw it a little early to Finney. His first passing attempt here in the second half. But Finney was open in that center route. I like the play call because they've really gone to the outside mostly. A little inseam there, right over the middle, but just floated a little high. Finney hadn't really turned yet. Just was coming out of the break, and then the ball was about 5 steps to where he was going to be. Jackson had time, just a missed throw, so North will take over on the turnovers on downs. First down and 10 from their own 25. Moves back, fakes the handoff, goes on the counter across to Simmons. Simmons gets back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll have a personal foul for the player spike. Simmons 0 there, but 1 additional bruise. Second 15-yarder. We're at 130 yards penalties so far. 10 penalties for 130. You don't have to punch the clock in. The clock's already running, buddy. It's just. They like this tight formation. But the problem is it brings everybody else in tight. They don't really have someone to get to the outside. On the toss. Got some good blocking by his wide receiver. Gonna pick up 5 here by Simmons. Simmons on his 12th carry so far. My guess is that Gervins gets a little more action, but it ain't happening coming through the line of scrimmage. New quarterback in. So McKinsery comes out. And who we got here? How about no other quarterbacks listed on the roster? And no one number 8, so we'll go with that. Maybe Malger? Malger wearing number 8? That's gonna be my guess. He's a freshman. Back to the line of scrimmage for Gervins, his 10th carry. And who we think is Malger goes back out, or goes over to the sideline. Comes back in. 3rd down and 4. Looking to hand the ball off. He's through the line right as it goes on. Peter, he was there for the handoff. He's through the line so fast. Listen, I don't know a lot about football, Peter, but when Salance Bamuth comes through, he's not. He what? Well, we went backwards, so that's not good.
That's not good.
That's a quick jump, Peter.
Yeah. You should have 2 men on there.
Well, their line had. If you look at how they're lined up, you would think they'd be tighter. You know, this one's tighter, but some of the other ones they're kind of wide apart. So there's a gap that he shot right through, and came right at the quarterback. He's about ready to hand off the ball, and he's running again. He's first down, right? First down. There you go. 10 yards. I think that's Malgar. That's who I'm putting down. He's the only other quarterback listed, and he's number 13. But I bet you he's really number 8 today. We'll put him down for 11 yards. You want me to give you a little better audio on there, Peter, because I wasn't sure who it was. It's hard to give him a highlight when I'm not sure that's who it is. Magar. I think it's the same. There's no number 8. There's no number 8 on here, Peter. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
No, there's 7 and 9. You know what's between 7 and 9? 8. Oh, good spin move, and he goes out of bounds. He's gonna gain 4 on there. Griffins now. Yeah, look, there's no 8. There's 7 and 9. That's okay. That's who we're going with.
That doesn't help.
Update roster and don't change numbers.
Yep.
Or you get called the wrong name potentially. Who's number 8? Is it Magar? He's in at quarterback. You don't know? Okay. Bringing motion around on the toss. A new person now. Hands the ball off. We haven't seen him before. Number 14. His mom's in the crowd. I can hear her. Tyree Junis, freshman. First carry, 1 yard. I'm going to give him a yard. We'll give him a yard. Hey, if you're a freshman and you play in this varsity game, you got a yard, hey. You got to get some experience. And I'll tell you one thing, you ain't playing anybody like Buchtel in practice.
No.
So that's why Buchtel's so good, because they got to play the rest of these guys in practice. Looking to run right. Keeps it himself. He's going to have another first down. That's 6 yards. Magar was 17. Huh? Robert Davis. Okay. Davis. Robert Davis. Let's see if he's on here with the number, Peter. Davis. Looking down the roster. Davis is not on the roster.
Okay.
It's good to know. Yeah, it's not he switched numbers. He's a new number. Robert Davis. I'll write this down when we have him again. Robert Davis, number 8. Running left now with him. He had the pitch. Now he ran by his pitch guy. I don't think so. Oh, this guy isn't. He's not calling it.
Okay.
5-yard run by Davis now. He's got 21 yards on 3 carries. Yeah, 225. Under 225. Davis, now we know who you are. We can call your name. Let's throw a touchdown here, Davis. I don't know if Davis is a toss. He's not a thrower. He's a tosser. Simmons is going to get 3. Griffins got 18 yards on the day. Simmons has got 26. Davis has got, what did I say, 21? Yeah. No, 22, 11. Still no passing attempts at all. He's going to keep it on the ground. He's going to get another first down. He's going to get another 3 for sure. He's at 25 with 1:06 left. On the other end, looking for the Griffins here as we'll get some stats and we'll go player of the game as we're running out of time, Peter. We're running out of time. Jackson, he's going to have he has 60 yards on the ground, 95 yards in the air, and 4 touchdowns. I think we can just give him APS-IS player of the game for sure, because he's definitely the difference maker for him. As Davis looks, I thought he was going to pass it. He's right around the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 20 seconds left, and they got to hurry to get one more play. Vontae Jackson, our APS-IS player of the game. Congratulations to him. And that'll do it here. As thought we might get one more play, but that will not be the case. 42-0 is your score as we started. Vontae Jackson with 60 yards rushing, 95 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Touchdowns going to Taylor, James, and Boyce, as well as his 1-yard run and a 44-yard run for him as well there as they win this one going away 42-0. Want to thank all of those that helped make this possible. Our producer, Ryan Rittenhouse, my cameraman, Peter George. For Joe Buchansky, he's too lazy to come show up and talk to you guys. We want to thank you. Then for Dave Schick, want to thank you guys. And also we want to thank all the collaborative efforts of administrators, teachers, parents that empower Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast is brought to you by APS-IS, where we imagine, inspire, make fun of Joe, and also inform you. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.